Now to Israel at war. It is the start of the fourth week of fighting, and Israel is adamant it is not backing down.
This is a time for war.
More than 3 weeks after the October 7th Hamas terrorist attack, calls for Israel to cease fire. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu making it clear.
Calls for a ceasefire are calls for Israel to surrender to Hamas, to surrender to terrorism, to surrender to barbarism. That will not happen.
Thick smoke rising over northern Gaza Monday as Israel and Hamas traded fire on the border. Israeli defense officials say troops are pushing deeper into the strip, killing dozens of Hamas fighters overnight. That ground offensive backed by airstrikes that destroyed weapons depots and anti-tank missile launching positions. The IDF calling it the second stage of war ahead of its expected full ground invasion.
The offensive activity will expand and intensify.
Meanwhile, an Israeli female soldier held hostage was freed by Hamas Monday. The military says Private Ori Megadish is doing well and is now home with her family. Jerusalem's Safra Square filled with more than 230 empty beds, each representing the babies, children, and elderly held captive by Hamas, including nearly a dozen Americans. Israeli leaders facing growing pressure to secure their release.
The only way to encourage the Hamas to make some sort of a deal is by putting a pressure.
The Biden administration now saying it's prepared to support a humanitarian pause in fighting to free the hostages. Their families urging the world not to forget about their loved ones.
You need to remember what they did to us. Like they beheaded children, they burned people alive, like in the Holocaust.
About the humanitarian crisis, another 24 aid trucks entered Gaza Monday. The UN warning airstrikes are hitting closer to hospitals where thousands of people are sheltered.
More than 2 million people with nowhere safe to go are being denied the essentials for life: food, water, shelter, and medical care.
More than 8,300 Palestinians have been killed in the fighting. This is according to the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry. Meantime, President Biden over the weekend spoke to Netanyahu about securing the release of hostages and the need to help Americans in Gaza leave safely.
And we've covered those stories of people with L.A. ties. How do you do that, though?
Well, early on after the October 7th, you may recall that they used ships to help Americans evacuate from Israel. Will they use that same tactic in Gaza? We'll have to wait and see.
Sounds like some negotiations are needed there. Okay.